don't glitz, I don't. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us north of the border in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Huskies of Montreal. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They go play action now. Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Panther 60.
To throw now, here's Sanders. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
60 Eagles. Check, pitch.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack him, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Sanders. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
First down, Dolphins.
Now Jones. It's caught inside the 25. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
On the draw, it's Judkins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
77 Wolf.
Throwing, Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Hurry, 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 hurry. 60 Eagles, 60,
37-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins. And powering through at the 35. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are? They come into the NFL now. They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Come on, ready.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. And they'll come up second and 7.
Deputy Ranger.
Sanders to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go now.
Now a toss left side for Jenkins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Quinshon Jenkins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That one complete to Hill. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In motion, Hill. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, man. It hurt him.
It's almost turned into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. In motion left, Flowers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
A final shot before break. Sanders. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready,
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Sanders. Open man, that's Bond. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Sanders now throwing to start the drive. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Go! Gravity Lions!
Back to throw. Sanders. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Huskies take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
42. Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, against all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
That's complete. Right side, it's Bond.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
A give. Here's Judkins.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there, right?
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. David Njoku with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Huskies get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now they'll automate to something else.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's another Dolphins first down.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First down. First and goal, Miami.
Back to throw again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Dolphins are able to at least get one score back.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score. Huskies 49. Dolphins 20.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They bring their punter out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's good.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard
The offense back
line.
out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for a Montreal first down.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Crenshaw Judkins, 57 yards. And the Huskies have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Dolphins 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins